Well, what's going on, y'all? Got another video here. Thought I'd go ahead and get this video done since I got off work a little earlier today. Today is Friday. And hold on, I'll be right there. Got the little one in the back there. So if you hear it, that's who it is. I'm gonna get some of my beer here. Got on beer 30 early today. Thirsty. Anyways, thought I'd do this video. Noticed on my last video I did on my recce rut, trying to show what a real bug out bag, get home bag setup is like. Had a couple haters on there, which didn't surprise me, but anyways, I did notice that. So that's probably some of the people that made those bug out bag kits that looked like crap and just ridiculous and didn't make any sense. So that's probably who those haters were. But anyways, I thought I'd do a video showing my EDC kit, and in a way I can't say, this is how you do an EDC kit, because everybody's EDC is different. Everybody has different jobs, different careers, different lifestyles. So your EDC really determines on your life and how your work and all that. So can't really have a one set EDC, kind of like a get home kit and a bug out bag. There's essential items that you want to have in those situations. So it's pretty simple and to the point. With EDC, it could all be different depending on what you do. This is my EDC pack and my EDC kit, but this is also my work bag, my work kit, items that I need for work every day doing what I do for a living. Since I work outside, and I'm always outside every day, there's a lot of items in here I need to do my job as far as working outside. So everybody's EDC is going to be different, but I just want to do a video just kind of showing you're still going to have, like, this is my EDC kit and my work bag. This is also my get home bag, in my city limits. So for some reason, if my truck broke down and I needed to walk home, or something happened, or a disaster, civil unrest, SHTF, whatever it is, if I had to walk home and hump it home in my city limits, in my normal day every life, as far as how far I'm away from home, this pack would get me there and get me home on my feet. So anyways, like I said before, the whole kit weighs 10 pounds, a little over 10 pounds. I think it was like 10.2 10.5 or something, but anyways, 10 pounds is what the whole kit weighs, and this has everything I need to get home in a short period of time. This could also get me by for 24 hours if I needed to, as far as getting home. But these are all the items that I carry in there, and all this is 10 pounds with the bag. So anyways, that's the 3B Gear Sabroso. Awesome pack. I've had that pack since day one, since it came out. I still got it, still running it, still using it. It's held up great. I've had no problems. Obviously you can see it's dirty, and like I said, this goes in my work truck. This goes with me every day when I leave home and everywhere I go around town, even when I'm not working. So it's been through the ringer. It's held up well, no problems, no issues. Love 3B Gear. If you're looking for affordable tactical lineup type packs and company, 3B Gear is the way to go, hands down. So, and for the price, you can't beat them. So that's the Sabroso 3B Gear. You haven't seen that, definitely highly recommend that bag. I'll start off at the top here. This is my RZ mask. This is the case. I do have replacement filters in here. I actually use this at work all the time, and now with COVID, it's actually been my COVID mask. That's the mask I use when I go into to Publix. I rarely use my mask, only when needed if I have to, but that's my COVID mask. Plus that's been my mask for, I've had that now for I think 3 or 4 years. It's been great, no problems. I have replacement filters and it works really good. I use that for the dust and pollen during the springtime, or when things get dry and we're not getting a lot of rain down here and it's hot and things are really dried up. I use it for the dust. So that's why I got that, plus COVID. Always should have a mask on you. One of the two items that you should always have in your EDC kit, or any kit, but your EDC kit period should be in there, is safety glasses, safety goggles. These are the 3Ms. I'll go ahead and just talk about those real quick. 3M goggles. I do keep them in the package so they don't get damaged. I did have my last pair get scratched up, so I keep them in the package now. And then you should always have a mask, N95, RZ mask, some type of mask, and some type of safety eye goggles protection. You know, with the Twin Towers, two of the things a lot of people wish they had was eye protection and respirator mask, or breathing mask. So anyways, those items you should always have in your EDC pack. Everybody should have those in their EDC pack. So there's two items there that everybody should have. This is usually my lunch. I just got beef jerky, trail mix. That's usually what I eat on the go. On lunches when I'm at work. If I don't want to grab a meal or anything, I just eat that small lunch, and quick, easy meals to eat. Jerky, protein, and nuts and all that good stuff. Protein and sweet, trail mix. Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of it. Anyways, small stuff. You can put whatever you want for snacks, or if you do eat lunch out all the time, you might not need snacks, but it's always good to have some type of food in your kit, in your EDC pack, just in case if something did bad happen or there was an emergency. Like I said, I could get through 24 hours with the food I have here and the water. I could make it through 24 hours. So, power bank. This is just a cheap power bank I got. This is my EDC power bank. I have better ones, but this is the one I have for here. Just charge my phone, and I can get a full charge out of it. And I do have all the cordage, and I have some O-rings in here for my flashlight, my EDC flashlight. So anyways, that's what's in there. First aid. This is Boo Boo. Got my Boo Boo kit. Got some moleskin right up on top there. This is basically just a standard first aid Boo Boo kit. Nothing special. I did put all my stuff in a waterproof container to keep everything waterproof. These are something I have to use for work. Allergy pills. This is like Allegra. It's a Sam's brand. Anyways, I do keep a bottle of that in there because during the spring and summertime, I have to take one of those pills a lot, or pretty much every day when I go to work because of my allergies. I do have allergies. I do keep Flonase allergy relief in here too in case things get real bad, especially during the springtime. Got some Advil. I always keep some Advil with me. Here's some Clear Eyes. This I use for work. Sometimes I need to use this when I get stuff in my eyes, but it's always good to have Visine or Clear Eyes in your EDC kit. Your eyes are everything, and you have to protect those. That goes back to the safety goggles, and this goes hand in hand with the safety goggles. As far as an emergency, you want to have those items, and it's always good to have some type of eye drops. Next to that, I keep a Sharpie, small little Sharpie pen. This is actually it's actually open too. I was just using it. This is an all steel, stainless steel pen that I actually made. Go to Black Scout Survival. He's got a video showing how you can make your own tactical pen by buying 2 pens at the Staples or the store or whatever. I can't remember the brands. I have extra ones in my drawer to make more if I wanted to, but I actually made this a while back. But this is basically a tactile stainless steel pen. Everything on it is stainless steel, and there's 2 pins that you can switch out the parts to make this tactical pen. So it's an awesome self-defense, also a pen. And like I said, go to Black Scout Survival. He's got a video showing how to do that, what 2 pins to buy, and then how to put it together. So cheap, easy way to make a tactical pen. Survival kit. I always keep a survival kit in all my kits, and this is obviously the Black Scout Survival. This is his EDC survival kit, and yeah, awesome kit. I think he still has these. He still sells those, so you can still pick those up on his website. I got my extra mag, like I've talked about before, for my 9mm. It's a single stack. This is my Ghost Bone Tactical Ghost knife. This is for self-defense. This is a great self-defense knife here. If you haven't seen this, definitely go check it out. I did a video on it too, but go to Bone Tactical. There is no metal at all in this entire knife and this sheath and everything. There's no metal in the handles. There's no metal on the sheath. This is a ceramic blade, and it's you can get this through metal detectors. I actually use this when I go into places, like for the other weekend I actually went somewhere where I wasn't allowed to have any weapons, which they did take my knife and my bone breaker and stuff that I had on me, but they did give it back. But anyways, I wish I would have had this knife on me and then just had this and that's it. So next time I go, I will be carrying this and then leaving my other weapons at home. Self-defense tools is how I like to say, at home. So, but that's the Ghost by Bone Tactical. Ghost neck knife by Bone Tactical. Here's my neck gaiter. I always keep a neck gaiter on my kits. I use this for work when things get real dry and dusty. This is when I break this out. If I don't want to wear my mask and just wear this, I have that option too. So it's kind of a backup to the RZ mask. Here's my chargers, my cables for charging my different flashlight, iPhone, all that stuff. I did just add this in here, and this is for my cigars, which the Ghost knife I also use for cutting my cigars on the ends. I like a straight cut, and that ceramic blade works great for cutting cigars. So definitely recommend that for using that, and that's my cutter for my cigars. And then this is my new human meter. Yeah, human meter. This is actually, you can pick these up at Cigars Daily. I actually just ordered another one and just got it in today. So I actually have 2 of these, and I have one put away because I'm a prepper. 2 is 1, 1 is 0. So I got 2 of these. But awesome, if you're into cigar smoking, you want to check the humidity on your cigars individually. This is awesome. I love this thing. This really came in handy, and I'm able to check my cigars and make sure they have the right humidity in them and the way I like it. And so this is an awesome piece of gear and a piece of equipment. Love it. That's new. I keep it in my bag so it stays with me. Yeah, I'll knock out the big stuff over here. Gloves. I always keep gloves. These are actually for winter time is when I use these, but just mechanical gloves. Always good to have gloves. Everybody should have a set of gloves in their EDC. So there's another item that you should have in your EDC. All that stuff's optional if you need it. First aid everybody should have. Power bank everybody should have. Food, water. You should always have a bottle of water. I keep this for emergencies, for backup. I normally have water also in the truck. I always have plenty of water with me. I have a 5-gallon cooler on the trailer full of water and ice. But this is a bottle I keep in there for emergencies. And if I did have to leave my truck, I would fill up all the containers I could and get more water to add into my bag, which I do have room to put more water in. So anyways, but you should always have water sitting in there. This is my trauma kit. I've done a video showing what's in here, all the content in it. If you want to go see it, go check it out. There's a video on it. But I get all my medical supplies from Skinny Medic. I put this red tab here so I can see at night. So if it was dark and I didn't have a light, then I could try to find this tab here, and then I could feel for it. I actually got this from Black Scout Survival. These pull cords came with the Recce Ruck, but I did put the red one on here for my first aid, for my trauma kit, so I could find it if I couldn't see. I also added this night eyes just in case if I needed it, but also for visibility so I can see that, so I can pull here and then get my shears out. I got my gloves in there, just items up front that I want to get to first, and then inside I have my tourniquet and then all my bandages. Go to Skinny Medic. He has nice little trauma kits already made, ready to go, and that's where I buy all my medical supplies. Is Skinny Medic Medical Outfitters, I believe is his website. But anyways, go check that out. I already talked about this. I do keep a shamog. I always have some type of shamog in all my kits, and they come in handy for all kinds of different uses. Should always have it. Everybody should always have some type of towel, shamog, or something to wipe yourself, to clean up or whatever. You can use it. The shmogs are great because you can use it for so much, and they're so big. And everybody should have a trauma kit. If you carry a firearm, going back to the trauma here, if you carry a firearm every day, you should always have some type of trauma kit on you, period. There's no reason you should be carrying a gun and not have a trauma kit on you. Everybody thinks about carrying a gun, but nobody thinks about afterwards what happens when something happens. So, even if you shot somebody and you wanted to try to save their life, you could do that. Or if your family members were with you, there's been plenty of situations where police officers, after they take the threat down and shoot somebody, and put them down, the first thing they do is start trauma and start trying to help save them. After this person try to hurt them or hurt somebody else, they put them down, and then they start trying to see if they can save them if they're still alive. But you should always have a trauma kit with you if you carry a firearm, because if you got shot or somebody got shot, somebody else or your loved one or somebody, you need to be ready to take care of that until help comes. So you should always have a trauma kit, especially if you're a concealed carry or somebody who is licensed to carry a gun. You should have one with you. So anyways, but everybody should have that. Shemagh, we just talked about. These are some extra keys. Those are for locks and stuff. I need them for an extra set of keys. I do keep a bigger multi-tool in my EDC kit. This is my old Leatherman tool. And anyways, I keep a small little Leatherman squirt in my EDC, or all my EDC. But this is my backup to that for a bigger one in case I need a bigger one. Since we're talking about tools, this is put out by, what was it called? TAC 1, I think was the company. But it's just another universal multi-tool. That's where you put your bits at. But I have this in there, universal wrench. It does got a bottle opener and stuff. Here's the bottle opener right here. But excuse me. Anyways, I put that in there. It's just a backup. Another multi-tool. And another tool to have in my kit. That actually works good if I really want to torque down on something, trying to loosen or tighten something. That universal wrench and then putting the bits in here works really great for that. If I couldn't get it with the multi-tool, I could get it with this. So that's why I have it. This is a great little item. Like I said, I think it's put out by One Tac, and we got that in the Nomadic box when I first started with them, and I've been keeping it in my EDC since then. I do have some just some extra bits here, different sizes. I keep in here flathead Phillips head. Got the star or the Allen. Anyways, got different bits for that multi-tool is what I have in here. And then chapstick. I always keep chapstick with me, especially during the winter time. But yeah, I always like to have chapstick. So that's a must item. And then here's my other Black Scout Survival Knife Sharpener. Just a quick way to touch up my blades if I wanted to. Now the Ghost Knife, the best way to sharpen that is with, you don't want to use this sharpener here. You want to take a file or a sharpening stone and then sharpen it that way because of the edge of the blade on it. But you don't want to use this sharpener for that. But the Ghost Knife, I have a different sharpener that I sharpen that with. Pepper spray. This is put out by Palm Industries. One of the best pepper sprays on the market. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I used to carry this on my EDC, but I don't carry pepper spray anymore on me. Obviously, you can see where it's all chipped up and messed up because I did have this on my person for the longest time. But I keep it in my EDC pack just in case if I did need it or if somebody else needed it, I could give it to them. In a get-home situation, I would probably go ahead and put this back on my person or have it in my hand. Just in case if I had to use it. But I love the Palm Industries because all you gotta do is flip the top, push the button. Now there was one gentleman that said that I have medium-sized hands, so for me getting under this lip and then pushing the button isn't a problem. But this other gentleman, he had large hands, so he had an issue as far as getting his thumb in there and getting a nice push down on it, as far as doing it fast and getting it quick. So he has a different pepper spray he recommended. But for me, this works great. And like I said, I got medium-sized hands, so it works great for my size and all that. But, it's up to you. But the pepper spray itself that comes in here is some really good stuff and some of the best stuff on the market. So go check them out, Palm Industries. I do have some sunblock. I don't really have to have this in here. I have this for the kids and my wife in case we go to the beach or go to the lake or something and we don't have any sunblock. I always want to make sure we have some. They have fair skin. I'm used to the sun, obviously, and the sun doesn't bother me, so I don't have an issue as far as sunblock. When the summertime, when it gets real hot down here, when I'm working, 12-hour days outside, I do put sunblock on when it gets extremely hot. I keep that in my truck at all times and have plenty of sunblock in my work truck. That's when I use sunblock. But other than that, I really don't use it. But this is for the family in case we needed it. A lighter. Everybody should have a lighter in their EDC. There's no reason why not to have a lighter. So everybody should have a lighter. You should always have a way to make fire in all your kits, no matter what it is. You should always have a lighter with you. And not last and not least, for me, this is for me. This is for my. This because of my faith, and this is a cross that I've been carrying now for a long time. I used to have this on my EDC and have it in my pocket, but now it stays in my bag. And but that's special to me because of my faith and Jesus Christ, and also being a born again Christian. But also it has some other meaning behind there. My father had this when he passed away, and and I've had it. So anyways, there's a lot of special meaning there for me on that. But it stays in my bag now, and this is my EDC kit, man. This is everything. Like I said, all this weighs 10 pounds with water, and I got to fill up my food. I have been eating on this, so I actually got to add some more in there, but roughly about 10 pounds. But with your EDC, it all depends on what you do for a living, your lifestyle, who you are, what you do. So everybody's EDC is different. But we all should have, a lot of essential items you should have in there. You should have gloves. You should have a mask. You should have food. You should have water. You should always have a trauma kit, especially if you carry a gun. Power bank. Everybody should have a way to charge your cell phone, charge your devices. First aid kit. Everybody should have a first aid kit. Goggles. Everybody should have those in this for emergencies. You definitely want to have those. Shamag, a towel. Everybody should have something like that in there. It's always good. If you don't want one, then fine. This stuff's optional if you don't want to put that in there. It's always good to have a pen on you and a Sharpie, but if you don't want to carry, I have pens in my folder that I use for work and a Sharpie, so those are actually backup to the other ones I keep with me all the time in my work folder. So survival kit, I think everybody should have a survival kit, at least some type of small survival kit in your EDC. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. But I think everybody should have a survival kit. And go check out Black Scout Survival, or go check out, if you want to find an affordable, Black Scout can be on the higher side. He's a little bit more pricier. But if you want to find an affordable survival kit, go check out Patriot Civil Defense. Corey over there, he makes his own survival kits. He has different sizes for different situations, and they're great kits. He's actually got them in these waterproof cases, and they're awesome kits. Go pick up one of his for a good price, and you get all kind of good items for urban and outdoors survival kits. But everybody should have a survival kit. Go check out Patriot Civil Defense. Neck gaiter, and I think everybody should have this, especially with COVID. Goes back to the mask. Everybody should have a mask, especially with COVID now. If you want to wear a mask or not, whatever. Charging cables, everybody should have that. Charge your phone. This, is optional. Obviously, that's for my hobby. Having the knife is optional. Spare mags. If you carry a gun, you better have some extra mags too. I have an extra mag on my person. I always have 3 mags on me at all times. So you should always have at least 2 magazines. And then, everything, all this is optional if you want to take it and out. But you should always have a lighter for sure. So anyways, guys, but that's an EDC kit. So all the ones out there making these bug out bags, like I said, I don't know if you were trying to be funny or you guys are just new to the game, but you need to step it up because you guys are way behind. Way behind. And the times we're living in right now, you better be on point, because there's no telling at any time things could pop off in this country. We are so close from things just getting ugly real fast. And I think right now, we're leaving in God's hands. God has a plan. That's what I believe. And things are going to work out in the end. But right now, you never know though. Things could just get ugly at any time. There's so much going on in the world that we don't even know about. That's going on with other countries that could be a threat to us at any time. And if something happened, you need to be ready to, get home and get ready, protect yourself, protect your family, and protect your loved ones. And, and if you're not, you're going to die, period. So, get your kits right. Get everything set up, get everything ready. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive stuff. It doesn't have to be, it could be cheaper quality stuff. As long as it's decent, for a good price, you can find decent gear and decent equipment or and items or merchandise for a good price. You know, it doesn't have to be the best stuff. Like this trauma medical pouch, this is put out by 3V Gear. That's why I got 3V Gear right here. Awesome. The price on this is great, and it's an awesome trauma kit that you can make out of that. Go to Skinny Medic. You can get medical supplies there, or go get your own stuff. I mean, there's all different places and different, you know, Black Scout Survival offers trauma stuff. You know, there's so many different places, but just find what works for you, what works in your budget, and get it done and do it right. Don't do it half-assed, and don't put a bunch of shit in your damn kits that you're not going to need, and it's just a bunch of weight that's going to slow you down and probably end up getting you killed. And you know, and then most of the stuff, everything I buy for a reason, because I can bet my life on it. You know, these items are going to be there for me when I need them, and they're not going to be cheap and break. That's the problem with buying cheap. It breaks on you, then you're screwed. And you know, all the stuff I get, I want to make sure I can bet my life on it, and that's why I love the companies I do, and that's why I buy from them. So, anyways, get your shit together. All right, y'all. Take care. God bless. Sorry I wasn't hope I wasn't too much of a dick in this one or the last one, but I think some people just need to hear it like it is. And for all you haters out there, you know what you can do. Yeah. So anyways, have a good one, y'all. Deuces.